Hi there, welcome back to PWG. My name is Alicia and I'm here today to break down some of the most difficult immigration topics so that we have quick guides under 5 minutes just for you. So the first question that you're probably wondering is, what does LMIA stand for? Well, it stands for Labor Market Impact Assessment. And what it is a document that most Canadian employers will need before hiring a foreign worker. Government of Canada has established the system to protect Canada's labor market because they want to make sure that the priority is being given to locals living in Canada, whether you're a citizen or a permanent resident, before a company goes elsewhere to recruit. You have to make sure that the company is applying and showing efforts to advertise, otherwise an LMIA will not go through. However, not everyone who wants to work in Canada needs an LMIA. You can get an open work permit or an employee-specific work permit. An open work permit is usually the more preferred option because it is not job-specific, meaning you can work anywhere that you would like, and an LMIA is not required. However, even though this may sound like an amazing pathway, not everyone is eligible. Open work permits and postgraduate work permits are usually granted to students who are already in Canada and have studied under a designated learning institution. The employer-specific work permit is usually the permit that most foreign workers enter Canada with, and it is tied to an employer in specific, and an LMIA is required. To obtain an LMIA, a company has to show active efforts of advertising locally and showing proof of interviewing and attempt of hiring locally. Once an employer applies for their LMIA, the Employment Social Development Canada will issue a letter of approval, which could either be negative, positive, or neutral. A positive LMIA authenticates and allows the employer or you to apply for your work permit. So now that you have your offer of employment and the LMIA, you can use this information to submit your work permit. If you aren't sure if your specific job needs an LMIA, look at the description bar below and we have a link of different types of occupations that are actually LMIA exempt. So you can save yourself that trouble when you're applying for a work permit. Handling an LMIA can get very tricky, so we highly advise to consult with an immigration expert or specialist when dealing with the LMIA, because even a minor mistake can really cost your company time and money with the processing fee and the processing time. So we can skip that and make sure that your application can run smooth the first time around. To start you off, I wanted to share some common mistakes that many people do when applying for an LMIA. A common mistake is miswriting the NOC code. An NOC code is a government code that is assigned to job occupations. When you're applying on your LMIA form, make sure your NOC code matches the code that you're hiring for and the job that you're specifically applying for, because this type of error can really cost your whole form and have your form denied. Also, employers should make sure that they have put down the median wage on the form and making sure that this wage matches the median salary, median pay for a job in that province. A lot of candidates delay in applying for their work permit, and this happens because there's a confusion between the expiration date and the duration date. There's a big difference between the two. The expiration of an LMIA is usually 6 months, whereas the duration is around 1 to 2 years. So please apply within 6 months of receiving that confirmation letter. We know it can get very tricky handling LMIA, and it's complex in terms of communicating with your foreign employer or your foreign employee, which is why our experts at PWG are here to help you. Help make this process easy. Our immigration consultants have years of experience and they're ready and eager to help you with this whole process. Give us a call and we can share our professional tips and advice to make sure that this transition and application is as smooth as possible. I hope that this clarified what LMIA is and some of the questions you may have had around this topic. We're actually going to be doing this every week, talking about new immigration topics. So drop some suggestions down below and we will try our best to elaborate and explain that process for you. Give us a like and subscribe for more immigration content like this, and we'll see you next time.